Welcome, Sagittarius, to a timeless wave of love reading where we discuss the topic of love, however, the energies of one of the two sister energies I read for, which on this channel belongs to the energies of Bastet, would like to have the conversation. Bear in mind, whatever brings you here with any kind of association and relationship to the sign of Sagittarius or the latter is in true form and being here. Remember, however, that you have tapped into a collective insight that I, 7th, am holding at this time. This is not a personal one connection that you and I have made time for, so please use your discernment. Take all the things that you enjoy with the reading with you and leave anything behind with me that you may not have enjoyed or just didn't resonate, okay? Again, as already mentioned, this is one of two sister channels. The other channel can be found via the description box below of the energies of Sekhmet. You'll also find access in the description box on how to get to my channel. Funny. My website, which if you're interested, you can check out how to know more about me, 7th, and also how to book any services that I currently have made available for you at this time. All right. Again, I am 7th, aka Master 7th. I reads these energies for you. I am a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Please be mindful that feminine and masculine energies within the reading are non-gender specific. However, feminine has both masculine and feminine, and masculinity also feminine and masculine. All right. Wave of love for Sagittarius. Oh, Lord have mercy. Put the deck down. All right. All right. First and foremost, I do apologize for any snarkiness. Sort of. It's more like a marketing for what I'm about to say. Yet, when this card comes out specifically, more so, and with all due respect, more so on my Sekhmet channel. But when this card comes out, I just don't fucks with it. I think this is the most cunning energy in the whole entire deck. And I'm saying that with highest respect to this also being here. We could talk about this for days. This, on the other hand, this puts, this seals the deal to private investigation time. So, what are you playing private investigator for? Because we're leading the reading with the 3 of Cups, then the 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the Devil comes out. So, whatever the fucking story is, it's to be determined whether it's operating of a light and or of darkness, and it wants to play a fucking game. It's asking you, have you lived, or are you chained? Feeling nauseous as you're listening out to this, Sagi? What's going on? What is it that you feel so unhinged about? You know, like there's an element of a surprise here that when it comes to being human, Sagittarius, you can't defy the odds of being human. You can't defy the odds of being human, Saggy. Come on, get your shit together in that regard. All right? I'm saying it that way because your ego can handle it. Because there's an honor to who you are as a luscious fire sign is not only the intoxicating maneuver of that, but also being the alchemist of the zodiacs. Okay, so triggering something within you is to also trigger the potential alchemist in you. So what is the problem here? What is the problem besides your ego being riveted and your ego not being satisfied and your ego wanting things, but then desire is saying, skirt. There's an ego and a soul dance happening with this energy for sure. All right, big time. There's a huge sense of falsehood, huge sense of generosity, huge sense of pridefulness, huge sense of narcissism, huge sense equally so of empathy and compassion. We don't know if it's operating of light and or of darkness. We need to figure it out. But the only way we're going to figure it out is through you, Sagi. So what is the problem? What is the problem? And if you're going to keep bringing up the problems that are problems and not realize that the problems that you're bringing to the table have been your fucking problem for probably a long time. And then if you look a little closer, do you continuously welcome this problem? So is the problem actually a problem anymore? Or is it just something that you need to accept that's what it is? The level of interest that it gives you is exactly where you need to see it eye to eye. There's nothing more, nothing less. If there's something more, it will grow. If there's something less, it will disintegrate. You need to take human accountability to that feeling, because there's certain things that you do in the shadows, certain things that you do in the light that is confusing for those who honor light and darkness. It's confusing. And the reason why it's confusing is because you're confused. Why are you confused? What's the problem? What's the problem, Sagi? It's a lot of water here. A lot of water here. You have the 10 of Cups with the 6 of Cups. All right, joining the board of 3 of Cups and 9 of Cups. Listen, Sagi, you sitting on so much information that to ask for more is absolutely ludicrous at this point. You're swimming, you're submerged, you keep, like, it's insane. Yet you're still asking for more on top of that, and it's not being understood. It's not being understood because all the things that you have at your arsenal is debilitating. It's even drowning you. You're putting a lot of hope and expectation into a connection. Yeah, Ace of Wands with the 7, with the, not the 7, Ace of Wands with the Chariot. Well, it is 7 energy here. All right. 10 of Pentacles. So whatever you are putting energy in, I mean, with the 10 of Pentacles, it's saying good things, right? But the fucking devil is on the board here with the 7 of Swords. So it's like, is it? Because the only one who's going to confirm the acknowledgement of something being good or bad is your own personal perspective, what you think is good and bad. Now, if there's certain internal dialogue that you wish someone to participate in the script on how to make you internally feel good or make life be a certain way, inclusion of a certain person, then you need to stop asking questions if this person hasn't physically chosen you yet. But to think of a physical choice of a desire, basing that on of a decision that ultimately forces someone to choose you would be ludicrous and considered a sense of manipulation. So that wouldn't serve you in the long run. That wouldn't serve you if that comes into the being emotionally available within then that construct of relationship. Because at one moment, the teetering thoughts that you need to convince either are real, substantial, or gratifying for you, if external factors are being met previously in order to receive them, and then you receive them, and then you go into the next level of, again, this emotional availability, and you're not being met, it's because you've completely indoctrinated to believe that you need to chisel a certain way or a certain reaction from someone or manipulate a certain situation in order to get that version of a person just to be included, just to have that person still remain present in the stratosphere as some version of the 24/7 day 365 agenda, because you couldn't really necessarily handle the loss of that. Honestly, to have such a huge dependency on not wanting to lose someone on a physical element is toxic. It's toxic. No matter what kind of relationship that you have with them. You know, the most loving thing that you could ever do is to learn how to let something go, because to let something go is to give them the independency to live a fruitful life for themselves. And if the fruitful life is then chosen to be lived in the mercy and the presence and the awareness of you, well then, isn't that closer to understanding a relationship to what unconditional love could represent itself to be, based on the conditional pursuits that you maintain of yourself and others, and thus? It's the high stakes of a game, but at the same time, you put your whole self onto the goddamn table for that exposure. And you also secretly, quote unquote, secretly test other people to see whether or not they can sniff out that exposure that you have for other people. Whether you do that for yourself or exposing others. That's a little devilish energy of you. And then when you are put in check, you shrivel a little bit. You do get a little bit like, oh, okay, I guess maybe I shouldn't have done that. And that serves you right to feel that way. Because you don't necessarily also know someone's spiritual ranking in the mystical world. You don't know. So although you might be the alchemy, and there are other signs who are not considered the alchemist, don't hold it, don't at yourself to any drama when you find out, I don't know, a Libra is a fucking alchemist, a Virgo is an alchemist, or any fucking sign, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, whether you like that or not, is irrelevant. But even you need to be humbled. Judgment. The card of humble thyself, watch your step, watch where you came from. Watch where you're going by watching your step now. All right? That being said, I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space. And may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing.